Welcome back to another game on Arena from January. That's actually before MbL raged about Arena and said he would never play that map again, and I think he hasn't since. If you didn't see the game, I hope I'm not forgetting to link it in the description here. We have Melkor playing as the Magyars and MbL Byzantines. There was actually a best of 3 draft. So that was in the beginnings of Master Arena 5, and obviously Melkor wanted to practice a little bit. So let's go for the maps here. Actually, might be a little bit too fast. Let's go for 85 speed. Main gold forward for Melkor. Second stone outside. Main stone forward. Second gold safe in the back. Extra stone safe in the back. Extra gold safe in the back. The third gold on the right hand side forward towards MbL space actually, but not so far away. We have MbL with Byzantines here, main gold on the side, main stone safe in the back, second gold safe in the back, second stone safe in the back, extra gold in the back, so pretty much no extra resources on the map then, or in the middle. Third gold outside, quite forwardish, market blacksmith coming up, and a barracks. So MbL is actually expecting Melkor to go scouts, light cav, and he knows, yeah, let's go for them spearmen, I will be fine here. I think we've seen everything there is to know about the resources for both players. And we have Melkor going with the barracks and... ooh, what is happening? Barracks, blacksmith. I'm not sure about that build order. Maybe he forgot about the barracks and now is adding more villages. He's going on 31 villages, 32 population, 33 even. Sadly, there's the Twitch chat. I don't know how to turn this off and record this. I don't know if it's possible. Now, that means Melkor is gonna be in Castle Age at only 17 minutes, 4 villages on gold. MbL 15-15, really good time. Obviously, they are playing on an expert level, and MbL also got those spearmen out to get a little bit of map control. Getting Monastery probably 5 villages idle on the berries. Now we found them, 2 farms coming up, double bricks on the way. Monastery coming up, 1 TC coming up on the main gold on a wood line, really nice TC spot. I guess another TC maybe around here on a wood line somewhere, or maybe forwardish, I don't know. And we have the first minor fights between the spearmen and the scouts that Melkor is actually producing. 2 spearmen also for Melkor. And let's see, archery range is up for him. So he's going for the Castle Age army as expected. We have 8 villagers on the gold here, monastery coming up for him. Are we going to see any extra TCs? 1 TC on the wood line. Too bad, can't find farmers around on the left hand side, but it's alright I guess. And we have fletching boso on the way. Was that a conversion? Got a spearman converted maybe. No relics in yet for either player. We have 1 relic really close to MbL, this one closer to Melkor, but somewhere in the neutral zone. Another close to MbL, another in the neutral zone, and Melkor got 1 close to his base. 3 light cav actually out. A few archers now, not crossbowmen yet. Melkor investing to get a 3rd TC up on the wood line here. Not going for TC on the main gold, but I guess that's alright. And again, there's a few Twitch messages which I don't really like, but I can't do anything about it. Or if I can, tell me. Please tell me how to turn this off. I tried chat off, like when you do it on a spectator, not working. No chance. Maybe there is another command that can do this. Maybe it can be added later on by the user patch team. I don't know. It's not really important, I guess. And Melkor now, as you can see, taking map control, but MbL is fighting back, going with the mangonel. A lot of spearmen, few monks. Melkor in the meantime trying to get a monk home. Ooh, that's not a good path. Ooh, nice! Look at this. What a beautiful shot on that monk. MbL should be able to grab those 2 relics. And in the meantime, Melkor's army is on the right hand side, not doing a lot. Melkor not trying to grab the relics on the other side. 2 mangonels out, a lot of spears out for MbL. MbL got a 3rd TC actually coming up now. Going with the TC number 4. I'm sorry. That's the second extra TC on the wood line and the main stone. Number 4 coming up on the second gold, not so far away from the wood line here, and a few villagers going on stone now. Looks like MbL wants to go for a castle here. I'm not sure, but maybe it can be helpful to defend the base. MbL got 2 relics inside. Melkor might be able to get the other 3 if you can see them. MbL, yeah, is going for that relic now, obviously. And Melkor does not know about this relic, so MbL will be fine here, still waiting for his army to approach. Makes sense in general. Now we have 75 population for Melkor with 63 villagers against 73 from MbL. Resources for Melkor looking good. But MbL, ooh, look at this, a lot of gold in the bank. Not sure about that. He is trying to attack the light cav and going forward with the mangonels, maybe to attack the main stone actually. So MbL is keeping Melkor busy, or the other way around. Boso and wheelbarrow coming in from MbL really late, but 83 villagers against 70, that means his economy should still be a little bit better. And now as you can see, he's got a lot of resources in the bank already. He can click up to Imperial Age, he's got the buildings that he needs. Both players actually on the way up to Imp. Melkor will be a little bit fast, it's only 10 seconds, that's pretty much nothing. Usually it doesn't decide any games here. University also coming up from MbL, and now we're going to go into early and probably middle Imperial Age. I don't see a fast win for any player here, so I'm gonna speed up a little bit more. Military units 5, 6 only for Melkor. That means he must have lost a few light cav here, but it's not really a big fight, so it doesn't really matter that I didn't show this, I guess. And this game is not going to be over in 35 minutes time, but it's going to take a little bit longer. I know that because I've seen part of the live stream back then, actually. And we have Bracer Onager coming in from Melkor, Pikeman, Chemistry, 2-man, so there is skirmisher production starting against those crossbowmen. And we also have ballistics coming in. Onager's done, and that's really nice. Arbalest moving in, early Onager and Arbalest to cut through the base, and that means MbL will be on the receiving end of the first raiding of the day. We have Thumbling, Petted Archer Armor, Chemistry Unit from Melkor, Bomber Tower coming in from MbL. This is quite funny to see. He's got a few villagers forward, got a lot of stone in the bank. Look at this, that's why he's going for stone. He doesn't want to go for a castle, he wants to go for Bomber Towers. What a funny strategy here. Let's see if it's going to work. He actually found the extra gold now, and there is the first Bomber Towers coming up to cover the third gold from Melkor. Melkor in the meantime with the Arbalest trying to do a little bit of damage. Bomber Towers coming up at home for MbL, and that's going to stop a lot of raiding here, I think. Ooh, is this Bomber Tower going up? Not sure. Onager might stop this. Arbalest in a really nice position. None of those Bomber Towers is going up yet. This one is really close, 90%. I think MbL will be able to finish it. And MbL going with the Bomber Towers forward now. Taking gold? No, not really. And he's still waiting with the pikeman lead skirmishers to move forward. Cavalier on the way from Melkor. Scale Barding Armor coming up. Not sure about that because pikeman already done. 3 Bomber Towers unfinished. 31 HP. Just attacked this one. Oh no, it's 300. Sorry. My fault, didn't see it. And I don't know why he isn't finishing this one. Now the village is coming out, and there we go. 1 Bomber Tower up. You know, Onager going down, the Arbalest have to run away. Cavalier soon to be done by Melkor. But MbL with a really interesting strategy going Bomber Towers and Siege. What a nice combination, what a nice army composition here. Now Melkor 112 villagers against MbL's 96. Cavalier, maybe, I don't know, Cavalier, Paladin. We have heavy cav archers available for Magyars. What else to do? Magyar Hussar, don't cost gold if you get the upgrade, so that might be helpful. But you need some siege to get rid of those Bomber Towers, I guess. Capped Ram, I don't know, siege ram available for Magyars? I think so. Might be the main idea here. And look at this, so many Bomber Towers going up from MbL. He's low on stone, or he's low on everything actually. He will take gold very soon to buy some stone. I don't think there's... Is there any extra stone on the map? Something I didn't see? Yes, there is, of course, from inside Melkor's base. So MbL actually only with the 2 standard stones, but he's gonna go for Melkor's main stone probably. On the left hand side, Capped Rams, Arbalest and Cavalier moving forward. The Capped Rams, the most important factor here because they are not dying fast, but it's gonna take quite a while to take them down with Bomber Towers only. Bomber cannons will be good though. Cavalier moving in, but this is a dangerous attack. There's so many Bomber Towers inside MbL's base already, and MbL now going in with these trash units, going double mining camp on the main stone. He wants to get more of those Bomber Towers up, also going Bomber cannons to attack Mangonel, because why not? Next Bomber Tower coming in. Somewhat of a base trade, but MbL's base is better protected by only towers. The Captain still moving forward, and MbL needs some military units at home to defend this. Bomber cannon will do the job, I guess, but it's going to take quite a while. And for now I only see Bomber Towers. Oh, look at this, elite skirmishers moving in on the wood line. Melkor needs to run away with the villagers, and we have some form of base trade actually happening. Melkor only now doing loom. This is terrible, he's gonna lose so many villagers here. MbL suddenly with more villagers. The Cavalier moving in to take down the Bomber cannons now, but there is a few helpers in the mix. Actually no, that's a lot of skirmishers only. Let's see what's happening inside MbL's base. Melkor is gaining ground, he's taking on a lot of those Bomber Towers, and the Arbalest behind that he can defend from any counter military units, which is the Hellbreeze at this point in the game. Conscription coming in from MbL. What a base trade, what a game. We have Captains now moving in against the Bomber Towers at home for Melkor. He's cleaning up the raiding party. Let's see if MbL can do the same thing. There's only 2 Captains left, and now a siege tower even makes a lot of sense. Bomber cannon to attack the Arbalest. Melkor needs to go back as well. So the first attempt to go for a big raiding and a big base trade is stopped for now, but players looking good at this point. Ooh, and Capram, more Capram moving in. I guess, I don't know, but maybe Magyars don't get a siege ram upgrade. or maybe Melkor didn't have the food to go for that. I'm not going to look it up now. Maybe we're going to see it later on. Another town center getting rebuilt by MbL here, and he's going to send villagers back to go for food. Melkor got 709, almost 700 stone in the bank. He could go for a castle if he wanted to. Actually coming up already, so he could go for a second castle. Also important to cover the main stone, so MbL cannot go for any more of those bomber towers. Also Melkor taking the second stone, his own. And we have a castle up for MbL as well on the open field, but those bomber towers are actually getting taken down quite fast here. 41 military units, 34 for Melkor, so technically MbL got a military advantage. He's got the cheaper trash units, obviously. In the very long run, this might be really helpful, but for now the cap train coming up, and Melkor is going to try and go for that castle. I think a trebuchet or two might be good. And we have a fight now happening in the middle. Conscription coming up for Melkor, really important upgrade. More archer ranges coming up for MbL. Let me see. MbL got 150 stone only. I think he's mined out all the stone. Stone prices must be high, 182. That's actually quite acceptable, I guess. But no more bomber towers coming up at this point in the game. MbL low on resources, but population capped. 193 population right now. He's got so many trash units on the field, and that means he can counter almost anything that is on the map here. Elite Magyar Hussar coming in from Melkor with one castle, but a second castle coming up, and Melkor obviously low on gold, cannot take his third gold. There's still one bomber tower up, and that means he's relying on the extra stone right now. MbL didn't even touch his own third gold because he is only going for trash units right now, and of course bomber towers and siege. So we are actually arriving in late game where Melkor probably needs the upgrade to make the Magyar Hussars cost no gold. I think that's what he might go for here. The last raiding party participants are gone. Magyar Hussars 105 HP in the elite upgrade. That siege tower is going to go down, but MbL has the map control here. As you can see, is covering two untaken golds here, and that means he can go for a lot of siege if he wants to. MbL, looking at this point, he is 50 against 50 military units. Elite Magyar Hussars, a lot of them now on the field, so Melkor actually might be able to take it with map control back. One capture and taking a bomber tower, very important to see that. And for now, I have no idea who's going to win this. MbL in the score lead, but you can see that the military units and military numbers are close. Only problem is Melkor is low on everything right now, and we have MbL a little bit better resources, and those cheaper trash units, they can be really important here. Actually fully upgraded in skirmishes, not sure if +4 is available. MbL, same upgrades apparently. Halberdiers almost fully upgraded, but I think they're missing the last attack upgrade. So actually all done that's possible. Bombered tower has 11 range, that's huge, and they are taking down so many units. You can see elite skirmishers dying right now, but there is the captain now to take care of that. Still nobody taking the golds, as MbL is not even moving out for his own gold. It's taking the extra gold inside his base. It doesn't really need a lot of gold, that's the most important thing here. A little bit to get a few military units out, a few siege units out, bombard cannons, trebuchets, something like that. But other than that, we have complete trash war here, and I think the best thing would be to go for champions now. But nobody really does have the gold for that, and as long as Melkor is not able to claim his third gold, he might not be able to do that. Let's, I guess I switched to 75 again. MbL in the meantime still pushing with trash units and bombard cannons and trebuchets. That's actually single siege units only, but it's not a big deal. Ring archer armor now done, so those elite skirmishers are actually fully upgraded now. And 50-minute handcart seems good. Not sure who did the 50-minute handcart. Heavy plow. I guess some players missing a few eco upgrades, but the main thing happening in the middle where the elite Magyar Hussars is now trying to go against the villagers. Not sure. Was there bombard cannon around? Trebuchet will go down, but MbL is going to try and attack those castles, and MbL 78 military units on the field, and the same going for Melkor. He is heading towards, I guess, like 80, but he is also of course losing, and MbL is losing units here. A lot of fighting happening. This is post-Imperial Age War. Nobody is going for champions yet. I hope to see them. Elite Magyar Hussar can be countered by the Halberdiers. That's the biggest problem here, and the helps are so cheap for MbL here. MbL still got a bomber towers up. He's still not taking the golds. Look at this. This is just amazing. Propagation are coming from both players. And for now, MbL just staying on the forward here with the map control. Melkor trying to counter-attack, not going for the extras for his main stone even, not sure why. Maybe he needs more like food and wood at this point in the game. And we have a big trash war, big trash fight here with the elite Makahasas technically being a gold unit, but I hope Melkor did the upgrade to make them gold free, obviously. The thing is, the units for MbL are so cheap and he's got so many military buildings that he's producing from that Melkor is not able to go for the big advantage here, unless he might go for the standard infantry units. Going for champions might be really strong, even 200 swordsmen may be fine. But for now, not happening. Instead, more bomber towers coming up for MbL. Not sure how he can afford it. He's got 3 relics, and he is finally taking his own 3rd gold. He might send villagers to take Melkor's 3rd gold next, and sending the Halberdiers now. They're going to die here. But that line of bomber towers is actually where Melkor's all pushes are stopped. 1 trebuchet in the mix to attack archer ranges now, but that's pretty much everything that Melkor can afford. MbL housed, population cap. Melkor almost. Gold for Melkor actually looking okay. 3k5 wood in the bank, and the trebuchet is going to hit archer ranges only, not going for bomber towers. And at the same time, there's a bomber cannon to hit that trebuchet now. That means MbL is being able to take down the trap, and again, double the military units for MbL, who is just producing more and more and more and non-stop. Melkor is still going for the elite Magyar Hussars. Maybe if he had more of those, actually he's got 4 castles, producing from all of them, probably. No, he can't really get more than that. And we have, against Byzantines, yeah, the cheaper trash units, we have MbL like doing nothing except for sending military units and trying to slowly gain ground here, go towards Melkor's base. That's what's happening. Men-at-arms now coming in, but 2 bomber cannons again for MbL. We still got a good map, good gold income here. Anything else is wood and food. That's all you need at this point. If you get a little bit of gold income. And as you can see, trebuchet now coming up, 3rd bomber cannon on the way. MbL is actually moving forward to attack that forward castle here, and while Melkor is repairing, looks like it might go down. 300 HP remaining only, and bam, that's -1 castle. At the same time, MbL doing 2 more bomber towers to move forward, still covering that 3rd gold, still nobody going for that. MbL could have a lot more bomber towers if he was going for that gold earlier, but as you can see, it doesn't really care. He probably got so many military units queued up in his barracks and yeah, in the archer ranges. He's population capped. Melkor at the same time, he's got a few more villagers, but he has the more expensive units, let's call it like that, and here's a hard time to actually go with as much as MbL can. Champion now finally coming in from Melkor. How's the gold looking? That's 8 champions in the bank. That's not a lot. You need like at least 25, 30 of them maybe, and as long as that is not happening, we need to hold. The problem is the bomber towers. MbL got a really nice army combination here, army composition. Doesn't really need siege bomber coins when you have the bomber towers to defend here, and you can see the first few champions coming up. Melkor again trying to go for a bigger group of army, but MbL is attacking non-stop, and he is sending. This is not Goth spam, but it's Byzantine spam, it's trash spam, and more bomber towers on the way. That's 3 of them again. No, that's outposts. Ooh, now MbL saying, hey, I'm winning this game, and I'm going for the famous outpost rush. We've seen that before, like, I don't know, was it a year or 2 years ago even? Something like that. And now MbL saying, you won't win this. I have the advantage. You cannot do anything against my combination of trash and bomber towers. And there's a lot of outposts now coming out. This is a little bit disrespectful maybe, but we've seen that from the Viper and what's so on. You know the story probably. So MbL now saying, let's win this. Let's show Melkor that this game is actually over. 106 villagers working, only 1 idle villager, and it's probably one of the builders here. It doesn't really matter. MbL still sending military units, 83 military units, bomber towers all over the map. Nobody taking this gold. Halberdier is actually idle here, and the 3rd gold is still being taken. There's a lot of that left, actually, like 1300 gold left at least. Trebuchet taking on the next castle, something I didn't even see. There's 2 more castles remaining, and Melkor, a lot of wood in the bank, not so much food because he's spending a lot of that obviously. And as you can see, MbL is just happily sending more and more units in. Let's go faster. Outpost rush means GG, means I'm going to win. We've seen the counter outpost rush. I'm not sure how the game ended, but Melkor now realizing he's not going to be able to keep up with the production, and he's calling GG here. MbL with a really strong game, actually, with a really pretty funny strategy, but actually on that level that he's playing right now, legit. And it's sad to see that MbL doesn't like Arena and doesn't want to play it anymore. I remember Master Arena 3, the Losers Bracket Finals, one of the best series ever, I think, in the Master Arena tournaments. Hope you enjoyed this game still, and see you in the next ones. GG.